Nowadays, it is far too common for tax preparers to prepare a tax return without knowing the taxpayer's complete situation. In some cases, the preparer lacks the knowledge or the experience to properly apply the tax law. In other cases, the preparer may be more focused on competing for customers by advertising the largest or guaranteed refunds. Sounds familiar? A tax return should never be prepared according to an agenda. It should be prepared according to the facts, the documentation, and the law. That requires more than entering numbers into tax software. A competent tax professional must ask the right questions, identify missing information, investigate anything that appears inconsistent, and apply professional judgment when the taxpayer situation isn't straightforward. When that process does not happen, the tax return may contain incorrect filing statuses, unsupported dependents, overstated deductions, ineligible credits, unreported income, or even fraudulent claims. The taxpayer may receive what appears to be a legitimate refund today, only to discover months or years later that the IRS has disallowed a credit, assessed additional tax, added interest and penalties, or selected the return for examination. Unfortunately, many taxpayers do not realize that there is a problem until an IRS notice arrives. And here's the important part every taxpayer needs to understand. Even when someone else prepares your tax return, you are ultimately the one responsible for the information reported on it. That is especially concerning because many taxpayers are not given meaningful explanations before their tax return is filed. Many preparers do not walk you through income, deductions, filing status, credits, dependents, refunds, or a balance due. Many taxpayers are rushed into signing an authorization without even knowing what they are approving, and some are not even provided a complete copy of the return. Then, when an IRS notice arrives or an audit begins, the preparer who filed the return may suddenly become difficult to reach. They may have been a seasonal preparer. They may not have the credentials necessary to represent the taxpayer, or they simply may be unwilling to stand behind the work they performed. That leaves the taxpayer confused, anxious, and attempting to solve a problem they may not have created or even understood. You do not have to face that situation alone. My name is Maurice Wally. I'm an enrolled agent federally authorized to represent taxpayers before the IRS, and I'm also the founder and principal advisor of Meridian Advisors Tax and Accounting. An enrolled agent is a federally authorized tax professional with unlimited representation rights before the IRS. That means I can represent taxpayers in matters involving IRS notices, audits, collections, payment issues, and appeals. At Meridian Advisors, we do more than prepare and submit a return. We take the time to understand your complete tax situation, ask the right questions, evaluate the support for the position being claimed, and prepare the return based on the facts and the applicable tax law. Before filing, we walk you through the return so that you understand what is being reported, why you are receiving a refund or why you owe a balance, and whether anything needs to be corrected before you authorize submission. We also identify practical tax strategies that may help place you in a stronger tax position for future years. If you received an IRS tax notice, are facing an audit, or simply want your next return handled with greater care and accountability, text IRS help to 954-406-9737 for a free 10-minute introductory consultation. Once again, my name is Maurice Wally. I'm an enrolled agent federally authorized to represent taxpayers before the IRS, and I'm also the founder and principal advisor of Meridian Advisors Tax and Accounting. You deserve more than someone who can file a tax return. You deserve a qualified professional who can help you understand it, prepare it correctly, and stand beside you when representation is needed. If you're in need of assistance or clarity, please reach out. I look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.